What up, gang? Welcome to the channel. Your boy's back with another video, man. Y'all already know what time it is when you see my truck right here. That means I'm done for the day. Just got through eating me some lunch, man, and I figured I'd come out here and drop another video for y'all, man, because we got something to talk about today. If you're new to the channel, I'm at the hotel right now during my layover, my 10-hour reset. Let's go ahead and talk about it, man. Surviving the trucking industry in 2023. This has been a very interesting year, man, for the trucking industry. It's been a pretty bad year. If you're watching this video right now and you're currently in the trucking industry, whatever capacity that you're in, if you're still in the trucking industry with everything that has transpired over this year, pat yourself on the back. A new company is going out of business every day or every other day, it seems like. Even before Yellow Freight went out of business, you know, filed bankruptcy and all that, it was some companies before them that I saw who had went out of business. They didn't have the, you know, the big name, right? They wasn't as big as Yellow Freight, but there were still some companies that went out of business before them. And there have been several that have closed the doors after them. So it's rough out here in these trucking streets. Trucking isn't the end all be all. There's a lot of different things you can get into outside of trucking. So I'll never judge somebody for leaving the trucking industry. I don't know if you guys experience this or not, but this is something that I experience when it comes to trucking. If you talk to the average person about trucking, if you tell the average person you're a truck driver, I'm talking, you know, let's just say hypothetically, you're talking to somebody that's not in the trucking industry, just a random person, and they ask you what you do for a living and you tell them you're a truck driver. Automatically, they assume you're just this person that drives a big truck all across the country. That's the assumption of most people. Most people, at least from my experience, people that I've talked to, they identify truck drivers as just people who drive all around the country in a big truck, not knowing that the trucking industry isn't just over-the-road drivers. That's a huge part of it. That's part of the trucking industry. But the trucking industry is made up of so much more than just over-the-road drivers, right? You got local drivers, you got regional drivers. I would challenge you to do this. If you're somebody that's in trucking and you're doing a job that you don't like, it may be time to pivot and think about doing something else. If you're an over-the-road driver right now and you're unhappy for, you know, whatever reason, not getting paid enough, on the road too much, whatever the case may be, you may want to consider coming local. I think if you don't have relationships, you're not gonna make it as an owner-operator right now. The trucking industry is just made up of so many different industries within the industry. And so there's just a lot of opportunities out there for new truck drivers that's getting into the industry and existing truck drivers that are already in the industry, but you may be doing something else. You got fuel hauling. You may need to get some endorsements to do fuel hauling if you don't already have them. Obviously your hazmat tanker, all those sorts of things. You got food service, you got beverage, you still got LTL. You'll have to get your doubles and triples for that, and hazmat, more than likely. But there are some things that you can do if you're an over-the-road driver and you're looking to come local. If you're already local and you're just looking for another job, then there are still jobs out there, man. If you survive 2023, let me know in the comments, man. I also want to say this, man. If you're somebody that struggled this year in 2023, just understand it's not gonna be like that always. Everybody go through a season where they have setbacks. If you're currently unemployed or you've been laid off, you gotta dust yourself off and get back in the game, man. 2023 was tough. If you're still alive, if you're still breathing, if you're watching this video right now, that means you still have an opportunity to change your circumstances. Listen to positive things, talk to some positive people, have those positive conversations to stay uplifted and stay motivated and inspired. That's what we all need to be working on. How do we become better? How can we become better human beings? Everything else will come to us. I believe the energy that you put out into the universe will come back to you, whether that's bad or good energy. So let's put good energy out there so we can get good energy back. If you believe in the law of attraction, then you already know what I'm talking about. It's time to bounce back, man. I know there are so many truck drivers out there that did not have the year that they wanted. A lot of things went wrong. You just got to stay consistent with putting in the work. 2024 is going to be a really good year. All right, guys, look, I'm getting ready to get back in here, relax for the rest of the day. And I'll tap back in with you guys on the next video. Y'all have a good one, man. Take care.